XRP surge with the Genius Act and paves the ground for the quantum financial system. We are experiencing a historic shift in the global financial system. With the approval of the Genius Act in the United States, XRP, a cryptocurrency associated with Ripple, has just received one of the biggest boosts of its history. And more than that, we are seeing the first pieces of the quantum financial system come into action. You are about to understand why this news could change the course of the global economy, and why it directly impacts your financial future. The Genius Act in detail. On July 18th, the President of the United States signed the Genius Act, a bill that establishes a new regulatory framework for so-called stablecoins, digital currencies pegged to the dollar or real assets. Under the bill, all stablecoins must be 100% backed, undergo regular audits, and operate with full transparency regarding their reserves. And this is where Ripple comes in, as it has been developing its own stablecoin, Lust, fully backed by the dollar and U.S. Treasury bonds. This new scenario creates a safe, regulated ecosystem with open doors for banks, governments, and institutional investors to fully embrace cryptocurrencies in their operations. Market reaction. The market response was immediate. Bitcoin surpassed $120,000, Ethereum surpassed $8,000, and XRP rose about 6%, approaching its all-time high. But more than the numbers, what's impressive is the trading volume. The XRP futures market surpassed $10 billion, a clear sign that major players are eyeing its appreciation and usefulness as a global settlement asset. Experts already estimate that, in the coming weeks, XRP could reach the $4 to $10 range, depending on the continuation of this regulatory push and increased institutional adoption. The connection to the quantum financial system. But why does all this matter so much? Because the Genius Act could be the key that unlocks the official entry into the quantum financial system, the QFS. This new system, based on quantum technology and cutting-edge cryptography, eliminates fraud, bureaucracy, abusive fees, and transaction delays. With it, sovereign digital currencies such as Lust, USN, and the digital yuan now operate with instant liquidity, real-time tracking, and complete security. And XRP, along with other ISO 20022 compliant tokens such as XLM and XDC, is bridging the gap between fiat currencies and sovereign digital currencies. What changes from now on? With the entry into force of the Genius Act, the game changes completely. Digital currencies are no longer just speculative assets, and are now recognized as legitimate payment, settlement, and store of value instruments. At the same time, the traditional system, centralized, inflationary, and debt-based, is beginning to give way to a new structure, with transparency, real backing, and global interoperability. Many analysts already foresee the gradual end of the Fed-led system, with the emergence of algorithmic, secure, and decentralized governance, based on real assets and quantum artificial intelligence. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You're part of a minority that is understanding, step by step, the construction of a new economic reality. We're not just talking about a surge in cryptocurrency appreciation, but the complete replacement of a global financial system. Prepare yourself, study, and keep your conscience awake. The future is no longer speculation, it has already begun.